Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, Arnold Barbosa, who just defeated Jose Ramirez, former unified junior welterweight champion, is ordered to fight Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall, who beat the former undisputed junior welterweight champion in Josh Taylor. Great match. They got 20 days to negotiate a deal. If they can't come up with a deal, then it's going to go to purse bid. The winner gets a shot at Teofimo Lopez, the Super WBO Junior Welterweight Champion, two-division lineal champion, and currently the king in the 140-pound division, holding the lineal title. Now, let me say it like this, man. It's a good fight. Look, even if they didn't have to fight each other, I would have respect cold-heartedly Jack Catterall versus Teofimo Lopez. Or on a Barbosa, in which I was talking to Teofimo Lopez Sr. yesterday on the channel. Go check out the interview that we had yesterday night. Still fresh interview. It's not even 10 hours ago, right? But I was even telling Teofimo Lopez Sr. that, Arnold Barbosa, who's been in position to face Teofimo Lopez, but really didn't beat anybody or made a statement victory to get the Teofimo Lopez, to entice the Teofimo Lopez fight. But him beating Jose Ramirez is just as good as Jack Catterall beating Josh Taylor. It's just as good as Devin Haney beating Regis Prograis. You understand what I'm trying to say? So they earned a shot. Even if they didn't have to fight each other, they earned a shot already. But this right here, the win of Jack Catterall versus Arnold Barbosa, is a great fight. And it looks like it could be a Matchroom versus Golden Boy Promotions, in which Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya have been going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to compete on this 5 versus 5. I think that's a great matchup, in my opinion. And the winner deserves an immediate fight with Teofimo Lopez. The reason why Teofimo Lopez haven't been mandated is because, remember, he got elevated as a Super WBO once he beat the former undisputed champion in Josh Taylor. That's how he became lineal champion as well. And if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, if Josh Taylor never would have vacated his belt, we would have been crowning Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez would have been recognized as a junior welterweight undisputed. And matter of fact, if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, you already know what happened in the lightweight division. Will be the world of boxing will be recognizing Teofimo Lopez as the first two-division undisputed champion in the four belt era. But look, I think it's a great fight. Catterall and Barbosa, is both of them got good skills. It's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Is one of the best fights in the junior welterweight division. And the thing is, they both have earned the right to get a title shot. Even with any sanctioning body, they have earned the right more than anything in the world. And you know what? Where boxing is going right now, we having some great matches that it don't have no belts on the line. Just like on February 1st, we're gonna be having David Benavidez versus David Morrell. No titles on the line, but of course they're gonna be fighting to become a mandatory to, of course, Artur Beterbiev, in which they're already in position to face Artur Beterbiev. But that's a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, especially this year, like, we haven't had mega fights like that outside of the heavyweight division, in Alexander Usyk beating Tyson Fury, becoming an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a two-division undisputed champion, and we haven't had a heavyweight undisputed in over 20 years, prior to Usyk beating Tyson Fury. But we have some great matchups that doesn't need belts on the line. But highly respectable fights. Like I said in my other video last year, the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing was Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. They had no belts on the line. One of the highlights of this year has been Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Didn't have no belts on the line. Of course, we already know that Ryan Garcia did beat Devin Haney from pillar to post, but also it became a no contest because of the Osterin. Osterin is just like soy milk for men. I don't think that, of course, I believe that Ryan Garcia beat him with skills and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But there's some great fights out there that doesn't need a belt on the line. And belt still reigns supreme. Accomplishment still reigns supreme. But boxing where it's at right now, people just want to see some great fights, some respectable fights, some 50-50 fight. And Jack Catterall versus Arnold Barbosa is a 50-50 fight and a respectable fight, and one of the top fighters, two of the top fighters in the junior welterweight division. The WBO ranking is very, very good. It's very, very deep. It's stacked up. I believe that the 140-pound division, 154-pound division has been the most stacked up division in the sport of boxing, in which we don't even know who's really going to win, right? And let's say if a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis wanted there to be great and join the pool in the 140-pound division. But again, Teofimo Lopez is the king of the division, just like he was the king in the 135-pound division. So if they're going to be fighting one another, then, because I was trying to figure out, maybe the WBO need to mandate Teofimo Lopez to fight Arnold Barbosa, since nobody really want to fight Teofimo Lopez. And we heard that Bill Haney said that Turki Al-Ashiki offered a fight to Teofimo Lopez for Teo to fight Devin Haney, in which that was debunked by me, and also by the questions I was asking Eddie Hearn, and also I spoke to Teofimo Lopez Sr. yesterday. Maybe I could see. I think that now in the 140-pound division, it would have been a good solid fight if Teofimo Lopez would have got his get back versus George Kambosos. But George Kambosos yesterday, go check the video, go check the interview. I'm gonna put the video out. I'm gonna cut it up. That George Kambosos actually declined the rematch with Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has been calling out for Bud Crawford, but it seems like, you know, the world of boxing doesn't respect there to be great because it's Teofimo Lopez. I don't understand. So I don't even know what type of opponent the Teofimo Lopez got next. Maybe a Subriel Matias. Maybe he could get Subriel Matias in the 140-pound division. If you want to move up to the 147-pound division and fight Brian Norman Jr., that would be a great fight as well. You already know that Teofimo Lopez is training with Eddie Reynoso, the Canelo Alvarez team. He's out there in San Diego and putting in the work. He's been putting in the work for months and months. Let's not forget that Teofimo Lopez has been in camp with Canelo Alvarez when he was preparing for Edgar Berlanga. So he's been in shape. He's been in shape for quite some time, and getting situated and adding the chemistry that he needs for Eddie Reynoso. So when it's time for them to go into a camp, a 10 or 8 week camp, all they got to do is game plan, because they already have built some type of chemistry leading to the camp. Now again, Golden Boy Promotions, Matchroom Boxing, they could have a nice tournament. It could have been a good one if William Cepeda was healthy, and it would have been a good Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda. But now they could put Kid Austin, who's with Golden Boy Promotions. So Shakur Stevenson versus, I think that fight, matter of fact, I know that Arnold Barbosa just finished winning and fighting. I hope that they can make that fight in February 22nd. Maybe they could go back in camp. I don't know if Arnold Barbosa sustained a cut. I don't believe so. Probably be too soon. Probably they can make it in March or something like that. But I think it'll be a good card for the Matchroom versus Golden Boy Promotions, right? If they had the Kid Austin versus Shakur Stevenson and Catterall versus Arnold Barbosa. You know what I'm saying? It would have been good right there. Let me know what you think about the fight. Shout out to the WBO and the new president of the WBO, you know what I'm saying, mandating fights and getting the ball rolling. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know y'all not tuning into Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. The best investment you can make in life is have God in your heart. Y'all already know, man. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. We're one race, the human race. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.